Good morning. This is Mila Boschko with the Daily Report from the eGlobe newsroom in Varna. Let's look at our story for today. Hanami, meaning flower watching in Japanese, is a centuries-old spring festival in Japan celebrated with outdoor gatherings under the pink boughs of blossoming cherry trees known as sakura. Sakura blossom from the end of March till the beginning of May, and the blossoming period of individual trees lasts about 1 to 2 weeks. Every year, the Japanese are eagerly awaiting the forecast for the blossoming of the sakura trees announced by the Japan Meteorological Agency. The festival, the Hanami Festival, has a long-standing history dating back to the 8th century, when the custom was observed as a way to foretell the forthcoming year's harvest and to mark the beginning of the rice planting season. This was also the time of the dawn of Shintoism, when people believed in kami, spirits inside the trees, and they made offerings to them. First, the custom was observed at emperor's courts, but later on it also extended to the samurai caste and eventually also spread to the masses. 18th century influence from Buddhism made concept known as mono no avare popular, which pertains to the idea of the transient nature of things and the gentle sadness, wistfulness that comes with the realization. Nowadays, young Japanese have their own take on this centuries-old celebration, with loud outdoor parties under sakura trees, overfilled takeout boxes, as well as copious amounts of alcohol, singing and dancing. The most popular, the busiest blossom spot in Japan nowadays is the Ueno Park in Tokyo, and even night celebrations are held there. Now to the food. Dango, sweet dumpling made from rice flour, is a staple food associated with Hanami, as well as bento, single portion takeout meals with a selection of savory and sweet snacks. Unsurprisingly, sake is the signature drink of Hanami. The festival became quite popular in Europe in the last years. However, it has been celebrated in the US for more than a century. Annual cherry blossom festivals are held in Mason, Georgia, Brooklyn in New York, Newark in New Jersey, but the biggest of them all is the annual National Cherry Blossom Festival in the capital, Washington, D.C., which attracts more than 1.5 million visitors every year. There, the tidal basin, a man-made inlet between the Potomac River and the Washington Channel, is surrounded by some 3,000 sakura trees, a gift from Japan in 1912 as a symbolic gesture representing the blossoming friendship between the two nations. The first festival was held in 1935, however it was suspended during the Second World War when the trees were only referred to as the Oriental cherry trees. It was later picked up again, and usually first ladies of the US are actively involved in the preparations of the festival. This year, the festival runs for 4 weeks from the 20th of March till the 17th of April, and it offers more than 100 cultural performances, including parades, kite flying, and fundraising events. Not only is it an important cultural celebration for the US capital, but it's also an economic engine attracting more than 160 million US dollars from the visiting tourists. This was all for today. If you would like to find out more about the festival, please visit eglobe.com.